You probably heard people say premium fuel makes your car run better, or idling saves more fuel than restarting. But what if I told you these are just myths? In this video, we're exposing 10 common car fuel myths that many drivers still believe. Some of them could be costing you money, while others might even be damaging your car. Make sure you watch until the end because myth number 6 is one that could actually put you at risk if you're not careful. Myth number 1. Let's begin by debunking a costly myth: the belief that premium fuel always improves performance. Many drivers assume that filling up with premium gas will make their car run smoother, faster, and more fuel efficient. However, the truth is that unless your car specifically requires premium fuel, you are simply wasting your money. So, what exactly is the difference? Gasoline comes in different octane ratings such as regular 87, mid-grade 89, and premium 91 to 94. However, a higher octane rating doesn't necessarily mean more power. Octane is a measure of a fuel's ability to resist engine knocking, which occurs when the fuel ignites too early during the combustion process. High-performance cars, like sports cars or those with turbocharged engines, may require premium fuel because these engines operate at higher compression ratios. But for a regular car, using premium fuel won't give you additional horsepower, improved fuel efficiency, or a cleaner engine. So when should you actually use premium fuel? First, if your car's manual specifically states that premium fuel is required, then you should follow that recommendation. Second, if you drive a high-performance or turbocharged vehicle, premium fuel is necessary. Lastly, if your engine is knocking or pinging on regular fuel, it may indicate a mechanical issue, and premium fuel could help mitigate this, but it's best to have your engine checked. Now, let's talk about when premium fuel is just a waste of money. If your car's manual recommends regular gasoline, there is no need to spend extra on premium. Additionally, some people believe that premium fuel cleans the engine better, but all gasoline contains detergents designed to prevent carbon buildup, so this is not the case. Lastly, if you're hoping for better fuel economy by using premium fuel, you won't notice any significant difference. In conclusion, premium fuel is not a magic solution for better performance. If your car is designed to run on regular gas, stick with it and save your money. Myth number 2. Let's address a common concern many drivers have: the fear that driving on an empty tank will immediately damage your car. We've all seen that dreaded low fuel light pop up, and it's easy to panic. Some people believe that running the tank too low will burn out the fuel pump or cause dirt to clog the engine, leading to serious damage. But is that really the case? Here's the truth. While driving on empty can be harmful, it's not as catastrophic as some might think, at least not right away. Most modern cars have fuel pumps located inside the gas tank, and the fuel itself plays a vital role in cooling and lubricating the pump. If you consistently drive with a near-empty tank, the pump may overheat and wear out more quickly over time. As for dirt and sediment, it's true that debris can accumulate at the bottom of the tank. However, fuel filters are specifically designed to catch these particles before they reach the engine. Unless your fuel filter is clogged or damaged, this isn't something you should worry about. So, what should you do to protect your car? It's a good idea to keep at least a quarter tank of gas in your vehicle to help preserve the life of your fuel pump. If you happen to run low on fuel occasionally, don't stress, it won't cause instant damage. And make sure to replace your fuel filter as recommended in your owner's manual. Now, when does this become a problem? If you habitually drive with the fuel light on, you risk wearing out your fuel pump faster. Running out of gas completely can also lead to difficulty restarting your car, and it could even damage the pump. While driving on empty every once in a while won't ruin your car, making it a regular habit can put unnecessary strain on your fuel system. To stay safe and avoid potential issues, it's best to keep your tank from running too low whenever possible. Myth number 3. Let's tackle another common myth: the idea that idling your car uses less fuel than turning it off and restarting it. Many drivers believe that if you're only stopping for a short time, whether it's waiting in traffic or at a red light, it's better to keep the engine running rather than shutting it off and starting it up again. But is that really the case? Here's the reality. While this may have been true for older cars, modern engines are much more efficient. In fact, idling for more than 10 seconds actually wastes more fuel than restarting the engine. Unlike older carbureted engines, which needed extra fuel to restart, modern fuel-injected cars don't have that problem. Many newer vehicles even come equipped with auto start-stop systems to save fuel when you're stuck in traffic. So, how does idling affect your car? First, it wastes fuel. Keeping your engine running while parked burns gas without serving any purpose. Second, it adds unnecessary wear and tear. Idling not only uses fuel, but also puts extra strain on the engine and other components. Finally, it increases pollution. Even when a car is idling, it still produces emissions, contributing to air pollution. Now, when should you turn off your engine? If you're stopping for more than 30 seconds, unless you're in traffic, it's best to turn the engine off. This includes situations like waiting for someone or sitting in a parking lot. And if your car has start-stop technology, let it do its job and save you fuel. When is it okay to idle? In situations like heavy traffic or at red lights, idling is fine. It's also okay if you need to warm up your car in extremely cold weather, but even then, it's better to drive gently after starting your car rather than letting it idle for too long. The bottom line is this: restarting your car uses less fuel than idling. So if you're stopped for a while, go ahead and turn the engine off to save gas. Myth number 4. Let's talk about a myth that many drivers fall for: the idea that adding fuel additives to your gas tank will magically boost your fuel economy. You've probably seen products claiming to increase miles per gallon, MPG, clean your engine, and even improve performance. But do they really work? Here's the reality. While some fuel additives can help clean fuel injectors or reduce carbon buildup, they won't give you a huge increase in fuel efficiency unless your car has a specific issue. Modern gasoline already contains detergents that keep your engine clean, so for most drivers, these extra additives don't make much of a difference. So, what actually affects fuel economy? Driving habits are one big factor. Aggressive driving, speeding, and rapid acceleration waste fuel. Tire pressure also plays a role. Underinflated tires create more resistance, which reduces MPG. Additionally, vehicle maintenance is key. Dirty air filters, old spark plugs, and poor oil quality all impact fuel efficiency. When might fuel additives actually help? If your fuel injectors are dirty, certain cleaners may help restore efficiency. If your manufacturer recommends a specific additive for your engine, it's worth considering. In older vehicles with carburetors, additives can sometimes improve combustion. However, when are fuel additives a waste of money? If you expect miracle fuel savings, most additives won't make a noticeable difference. If your car already runs smoothly, modern fuel already has everything your engine needs. And if the product makes outrageous claims, be skeptical of anything promising massive MPG gains. The final verdict? Fuel additives aren't magic. They won't drastically improve fuel economy, and for most cars, they aren't necessary. The best way to save fuel: drive smart, maintain your car, and avoid wasting money on gimmicks. Myth number 5. Here's a myth that sounds logical, but doesn't really hold up. The belief that filling up your gas tank in the morning or late at night gives you more fuel for your money. The reasoning behind this is that since gasoline expands when it's warm and contracts when it's cool, people think you get denser fuel in the cooler morning air, meaning more energy per gallon. But does this really work? Here's the reality. While it's true that temperature affects fuel density, the difference in temperature at gas stations is so small that it's practically meaningless. Why? Because gasoline is stored in large underground tanks where the temperature remains fairly stable throughout the day. Even if the air temperature changes, the fuel you're pumping stays at a fairly constant temperature, so there's no real advantage to filling up early or late. So, what actually affects how much gas you get? First, pump calibration. Modern gas pumps are temperature compensated, meaning they automatically adjust for any minor density changes in the fuel. Next, station quality. Some gas stations use better additives that can improve engine performance, but again, the time of day doesn't make a difference here. Finally, your driving habits. How you drive plays a much larger role in your fuel economy than when you fill up. When might this myth have been true? In extreme conditions, such as very high or low temperatures over a long period of time, fuel density could shift slightly. Additionally, older fuel stations without temperature compensation might have seen more noticeable effects, but today's modern pumps have solved this problem. In conclusion, filling up at a specific time of day won't give you more fuel for your money. It's just a myth. To truly maximize fuel efficiency, focus on good driving habits and proper vehicle maintenance. Myth number 6. Let's dive into a fuel-saving trend that's been getting a lot of attention: hypermiling. Hypermiling involves using advanced driving techniques to maximize the miles you get from a tank of gas. Some of these techniques, like smooth acceleration and braking, can improve fuel economy. However, others, such as coasting in neutral or drafting behind large trucks, can be dangerous and even illegal. Here's the reality. Not all hypermiling techniques are safe, and some can actually harm your car or put you at risk on the road. So, what are the safe and effective hypermiling techniques? First, gentle acceleration and braking help maintain fuel efficiency by avoiding sudden bursts of power. Driving at moderate speeds is also key. Fuel consumption increases significantly at higher speeds. Reducing excess weight by clearing out unnecessary items from your car can make a difference, as a lighter car requires less fuel to move. Finally, keeping your tires properly inflated is essential. Low tire pressure increases rolling resistance and makes the engine work harder. On the flip side, there are dangerous hypermiling techniques you should avoid. Coasting in neutral might seem like a way to save fuel, but it reduces your control over the vehicle and can be especially risky when driving downhill. Drafting behind trucks, which is when you follow closely behind a large vehicle to reduce wind resistance, can slightly improve fuel efficiency, but is extremely dangerous because you have little reaction time if the truck suddenly stops. Turning off your engine while coasting doesn't save much fuel either. Modern cars automatically cut fuel supply when decelerating, and turning off the engine can disable power steering and brakes, making it unsafe. In conclusion, smart and safe hypermiling techniques can help you save fuel, but extreme methods aren't worth the risk. The best way to improve fuel efficiency is to drive sensibly, keep your car well maintained, and always prioritize safety on the road. Myth number 7. Let's bust another common myth: the idea that all gasoline is created equal. Many drivers believe that gas is pretty much the same no matter where you fill up, but the truth is that the quality of the fuel you're putting in your car can vary quite a bit depending on where you buy it. Here's the reality. While the base gasoline from different stations may be similar in composition, it's the additives that really make the difference. Gasoline brands often add proprietary detergents and additives that help clean the engine, reduce carbon buildup, and even improve fuel efficiency. These extra ingredients can impact engine cleanliness, performance, and long-term reliability. So, what's really different between gas stations? Some stations offer top-tier gasoline, which includes additional detergents and additives designed to keep your engine running cleaner. Well-known brands like Chevron, Shell, and Exxon often sell top-tier gas. On the other hand, non-top-tier stations may still sell fuel that meets basic government standards, but it won't contain the same level of additives. Does this really matter? If your car is newer, top-tier gas can help maintain engine performance and efficiency over time. For older cars or those with engine issues like carbon buildup, using higher quality fuel can actually improve performance. However, for most drivers with standard vehicles, regular fuel from any reputable station will work just fine, unless you're driving a high-performance car or experiencing engine problems. In conclusion, not all gas stations offer the same fuel quality. If you want to keep your engine running smoothly, consider opting for top-tier gasoline. But if you're maintaining a standard vehicle and filling up at a reputable station, you don't need to stress too much about where you fuel up. Myth number 8. Next up, let's tackle a myth related to motor oil: the idea that using the thickest, highest-grade oil will automatically improve your car's fuel economy. It's a common assumption that if a little bit of oil is good, more of the best oil is even better. But is that really the case? Here's the reality. While using the right oil is crucial for your car's performance, using the highest-grade oil, whether it's the thickest or most expensive type, won't necessarily improve fuel economy. In fact, it could actually have the opposite effect. Why does this happen? Cars are designed to use a specific viscosity of oil, which refers to the oil's thickness or flowability. For example, if your car is designed to use 5W30 oil, switching to 10W40 oil could increase engine friction, making it harder for your engine to run efficiently, ultimately lowering your fuel economy. So, what does the right oil actually do? The correct oil keeps your engine properly lubricated, preventing friction and wear. It helps maintain engine efficiency by allowing parts to move smoothly and burn fuel properly. It also helps keep the engine cool by circulating and reducing heat buildup. On the other hand, using the wrong oil can have negative effects. A thicker oil than what your car is designed for makes the engine work harder, which can burn more fuel. Too thick oil doesn't flow as easily, causing the engine to run inefficiently and potentially leading to overheating or other issues. The bottom line is this: using the wrong oil won't improve fuel economy and could actually harm your car. The key is to always use the type of oil recommended by your car's manufacturer, not the most expensive or thickest option. Stick to the right oil, and your engine will thank you with better fuel efficiency and a longer life. Myth number 9. Let's address another popular myth: the belief that aftermarket fuel-saving devices like magnets, vortex generators, and other gadgets can drastically improve your fuel efficiency. If you've ever seen an ad or infomercial promising huge MPG gains by adding a small device to your car, you may have wondered if it's true. But do these gadgets actually work, or are they just a waste of money? Here's the reality: most fuel-saving devices are either ineffective or complete scams. Many of these products claim to reduce fuel consumption by improving airflow, reducing friction, or even magnetizing your fuel. However, when it comes down to it, the science just doesn't support these claims. So, what's really happening with these devices? Take magnets and vortex generators, for example. These devices claim to improve fuel efficiency by manipulating the fuel's molecular structure or optimizing airflow. But there's no credible evidence showing that these devices actually make a noticeable difference in fuel economy. As for fuel line devices, some attach to the fuel line and claim to energize the fuel, improving combustion efficiency. Again, these devices lack scientific backing, and most drivers notice no improvement. The ads might seem convincing, but the performance improvements they promise are often exaggerated or based on misleading tests. So, what actually improves fuel economy? First and foremost, proper car maintenance has a proven impact. Regular oil changes, air filter replacements, and tire maintenance all help improve your fuel efficiency. Good driving habits are also crucial. Smooth acceleration, maintaining steady speeds, and avoiding aggressive driving are far more effective than any gadget. And, of course, choosing a car with better fuel economy is the most reliable way to improve your MPG. Now, do these devices ever help? Some gadgets might clean your engine or improve small aspects of performance, but the impact on fuel economy is usually minor at best. They might be worth considering for specific, known issues like clogged injectors, but they shouldn't be relied upon for dramatic fuel savings. In conclusion, while it's tempting to believe in quick fixes for fuel efficiency, most of these fuel-saving devices are not worth your money. Instead, focus on proper car maintenance, smart driving habits, and investing in an efficient vehicle to truly improve your MPG. Myth number 10. Let's wrap up with a myth that's often overlooked but can actually have a significant impact on your car's fuel economy: the gas cap. You might think that forgetting to tighten your gas cap or having it go missing won't cause any harm, but this small part of your car can actually play a big role in fuel efficiency and emissions. Here's the reality: a loose or missing gas cap can trigger the check engine light and cause fuel to evaporate, which not only wastes gas but also increases harmful emissions. So, how does this work? Your car's fuel system is pressurized, and the gas cap plays a crucial role in keeping that pressure intact. When the cap is loose or damaged, fuel vapors can escape, and your vehicle's fuel tank can't maintain the right pressure. This leads to unnecessary fuel loss and can negatively affect your MPG over time. What's the impact on your car? First, fuel evaporates, which is essentially wasted fuel that reduces your overall efficiency. Second, emissions increase, as missing or loose gas caps can cause pollutants to leak into the environment, making your car less eco-friendly. Finally, if the gas cap issue isn't addressed, it could lead to fuel system problems and trigger engine trouble codes, resulting in costly repairs. So, how do you prevent this issue? First, check your gas cap regularly to make sure it's tightened properly. If the gas cap is cracked or damaged, replace it immediately. It's an easy fix and an affordable replacement part. And always make sure the seal is intact when tightening your gas cap to prevent any leaks. In short, a small thing like the gas cap can have a big effect on your car's fuel efficiency and emissions. Keeping it secure and in good condition is an easy way to help your car run better and save on fuel. And that wraps up our look at some of the most common myths about fuel economy and car maintenance. Hopefully, this has helped clear up some misconceptions and will help you make smarter choices when it comes to saving fuel and taking care of your car. If you found this information helpful, make sure to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let us know what myths you've heard or experienced. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more tips and tricks to keep your car running smoothly and efficiently. Thanks for watching, and drive safe.